Right. So, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. We are doing the slow cooker meal prep in July, and most people think of their slow cookers for winter, fall. But if you're like me, this time of the year, with it being so hot and humid, you do not want to be heating up your kitchen. I'm good with even having cereal and ice cream for dinner these days. So, um, so this came to us about 2 years ago. We started doing a summer slow cooker workshop, and this is our newest one. So we are going to be starting with our slow cooker tropical meatballs. Okay. I was like, Amy Jones, who's Amy Jones? All right. So we are going to go ahead, and the first thing we're going to be doing is uh, my my printer's wanting to do an update right now. I'm like, no, 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 please don't, no.
Did he go outside? Hold on.
Shoot. All right, there we go. All righty. So we are first thing we're going to do is we are going to take our slow cooker bag or our freezer bag. We want to open that up, the top of it, fold it back like we always talk about. So that way you're not getting any juice on the seal of the bag. And we're going to go ahead and put our 28 ounces of frozen bite-sized meatballs into the bag first. So go ahead and throw those in. And a couple of these meals are like just add one ingredient and we're already finished prepping. So that's kind of fun. So after we've done the meatballs, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be adding one 20-ounce can of the pineapple chunks and natural juices. Now, before you start pouring it though, we want to measure out a quarter cup of the pineapple juice because we're going to put that separately, and that's going to be for later. So give a measure of a quarter cup, and that you can put that directly into a quart-sized bag if you are ready with a quart-sized bag. It's so quiet. And so we're putting that pineapple juice off to the side, but like when you go to do your slow cooking, if you feel like towards the end, if you need more juice, you just pour that in.
Okay.
So that gives you just that little bit of extra. But you won't necessarily need it. I didn't use the last time I made it, um, but yeah.
We pour the whole can in, right?
Yep, you're just pouring the whole can in. Super easy. And then you'll want to put in one large poblano pepper. And I know, Lisa, you already got that
Yeah.
cut up.
Yeah, the whole thing that,
The whole thing. Yep.
okay.
Chop that whole thing up. And like I said earlier, this is a very mild pepper. So it's not like the serranos or even the jalapenos. It's very mild. It's going to give flavor, but not give you the zing of some of those peppers that are out there. So yeah. And then all you have to do after that is you're throwing in one whole bottle of the pineapple chipotle grilling sauce. And this meal is made. Pretty simple.
That's perfect.
Yep. And then what I suggest is seal it with some air in there. Like I normally tell
Toss
you to
it
get all the
around.
air out, but yeah, seal it really good. Make sure it's sealed, and then just really kind of toss that all around so that you are able to get, the juice, especially the grilling sauce, but also the pineapple juice kind of throughout the whole bag of meatballs. And then once you feel like it's tossed well enough, go ahead and open it back up and get as much air out as possible. And then just like always, I always say throw it in a second freezer bag just in case you get any leaking when it's defrosting. But again, your choice. If you don't want to do that, that's not a big deal. And my phone is making sounds, so I'm gonna grab it and I'll be right back.
What's this meal called again?
Mm. Slow cooker tropical meatballs. And I would put today's date, which is 12/13 or 7/13, not 12/13. Wow, I'm moving us along really fast. I hope it's not that close to Christmas. Woof.
Wait,
Be
I'm
that
not ready.
hot.
I'm
That'd
not
be not
ready.
good. No, I'm not ready either. Not ready for it. So, and again, like I said, with this one, if you want to make a note to yourself of just like possibly put this over top of rice, I think that's a great way to serve this dish. That's how we've eaten it when we've done it as a meal. So. Tracy, that's so smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just amazing. So I'm recording this, but if anybody's going back to watch this video, Tracy took her kitchen scissors and she's just cutting up her poblano pepper that way, and just that way she gets it cut fast. And
Because I'm totally not prepared because I'm trying to do like 10 different things at the same time today.
you're totally not prepared, only because I didn't give you the prep instructions until today at 5 o'clock.
No,
I kept going, they've got to be here somewhere. Where are they? And I was like, you don't have them. You better get that typed up. So,
trying to can peaches and I didn't have my fruit fresh. And
oh
so
no.
I had to go to 2 different places to find it. And then we're trying to do dinner.
That's okay. We
Someday.
got time. So
So don't feel like you have to wait for me for anything.
it's fine. We're good.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
I don't like mushrooms at all. So
Yeah, just a minute.
okay, well, I bought like cream of chicken. I was like, I'll just buy cream of chicken because I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
You're fine.
Should I not
You're
even
fine.
use it? Like
No, I
anything?
would still do it because I think you're wanting the flavor. You don't want it to be dry. So
Yeah. So
just
use the cream of chicken. It's not gonna.
yeah, use the
Okay.
cream of chicken. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the way for any time. If there's ever a recipe that's calling for something that you're like, we do not eat that, or I
Yeah.
do not like that, don't worry about it. Just find something that would be a suitable, like a good swap out for it.
Substitute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, or if it's something that's like, hey, we're throwing veggies in, and you're like, I really do not like those veggies this calls for,
Yeah.
just swap them out or omit them altogether.
Okay.
But for that recipe, I'm going to say you definitely want to use some
The
soup with
cream
it.
of chicken.
Otherwise,
Okay.
it's going to be too dry. So
Okay. Okay.
that
And
was
then
a great question.
I
Go
did the
ahead.
same. We're not mushroom people either. I did cream of celery.
Yeah.
okay. Oh, I
And
never even knew there was a cream of celery soup. Huh.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, that recipe is a really so originally I had a different recipe. It was chicken and gravy, but I was like, for some reason I got in my head that it was this one, so I swapped it, and then I was like, oh crap, I put it as a different one. But this one
Okay.
I have in here that we're making, I think it's a fabulous meal. I mean,
Okay.
Rick and I really love this one, so I hope you're okay with the fact that I changed it from one to the other, but
Yeah.
it's really tasty. So, and I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit about the slow cooker enchilada, because this is the one where you brown the ground beef and put the onion in already. So hopefully that's cooled off enough that you can throw that into your gallon size bag. This one, when you go to make it, you're going to be doing a lot of layering of things because you're going to be doing the tortillas on top. You're making it like a layered, almost like an enchilada lasagna in a way. So just keep that in mind. So we have a lot of bags for this one. We're going to be mixing a lot in, but then we're going to also, when you go to put it together, you'll see on the recipe where you're going to be layering those things out. So
Should I put all the ground beef in here? Just all
yeah,
it
go
in
ahead.
one bag? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and put all your ground beef in. And this bag's going to get pretty full. So
Okay.
Tracy, have you been working at the winery? Is it busy in the summer? 4th of July was probably crazy.
Friday night, and then Saturdays are our normal day. So we were there nights this weekend. Lisa was there Friday night. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
It's
The
nice.
wine is so good there.
It is. It's just so hot right now.
Yeah. Yeah. To a point where you don't even want to drink. No, who am I kidding?
Yeah. I don't mind drinking in the air condition, but outside, you just really, I mean,
No, yeah.
I love their pizza and stuff, and I didn't even finish like the pizza that I normally would eat because it's just
Right.
like hot.
Yeah. I just, you know how Prime Days were. I just got you probably all have these already, but these
Oh,
fans
Yeah.
are fabulous. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I was
We
like,
have one of
I
those.
can't believe it. I
Yeah.
it's got 3 speeds, and I was like, I can't
Yeah.
believe how nice this feels. But I think
Yeah.
when it's hot, if you're out in the heat anyway, it's just blowing kind of hot air. So
Yeah. I think
but
Brian had his on when he was, I think it had it when he was cutting grass.
yeah.
Yeah. Today.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I think, even if it's blowing hot air around, at least it's blowing
Blowing
at least you
something.
feel like
Yeah.
something's moving. I think that's
Yeah.
what's so big of a problem right now is
Yeah.
it's just so stifling with the
Yeah.
humidity.
Yeah. I hate just
So
going out. I don't mind working and sweating, but when you're going out and you do your hair, I'm like, why do I even do my
yeah,
hair
that's why
at
it's
this
been.
point?
This is why this is
Yeah.
what mine's been doing lately. I
Yeah.
just been letting it go curly because I can't get it
Yeah.
to stay straight. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So Tracy, how you
Right.
coming along?
I'm fine. Sorry. The extra juice, that's just like if you think you need it later.
Just go ahead and put it in a quart size. Yeah, put it in a quart size bag,
Okay.
quarter cup.
Because I know I have more than 26 ounces of meatballs because I was just using a big bag.
Okay.
I wonder if I
So
should put
just-
the whole thing in there.
Yeah, just go ahead, throw it all in.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Just making sure it wasn't for something else.
No,
If you
it was
see me go missing, I'm gonna have to let the dogs out at some point. So just
Okay.
keep going. I'll catch up.
all right.
Yeah, me too. Don't slow down for me.
Okay, well, so we're moving on to the enchilada meal. And so with this one, we're gonna, in the ground beef mixture that you made, we're gonna do the 16-ounce can of mild chili beans. So throw those in.
With the sauce and everything, like the juice.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Okay.
ahead and use that juice.
Okay.
Yeah, because everything that
Yeah.
I read, nothing said to drain it or anything like that. So with
Okay,
chili
so
beans,
put
it's
it
a
in
little
there.
different. A lot of beans,
Okay.
we tell you rinse them, but with
Yeah.
this, we're gonna use the juice from that too. So,
Okay.
all right. Then we're gonna do the 11-ounce can of Mexican style plain kernels of corn. I would drain that one. I feel like I
Yeah, I
would drain
did.
that.
Yeah, I did.
And go ahead and throw that one in. And then for the red enchilada sauce, you're going to be doing 2 cans of those 10-ounce cans, but it calls for you to reserve a half a cup out. So measure out a half a cup and you can go ahead and put it right into your quart size bag because that's going to be one of our extra bags that we're going to need for this one.
Okay. I could only find the 8-ounce. I couldn't find
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah. So I got 2 8-ounce.
Then you know what? Maybe just leave only a quarter cup out, maybe.
Okay.
See, things just smaller sizes all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And again, like I said, if you're have your enchilada sauce, just go ahead and typically it calls for a half a cup of the enchilada sauce in a reserve bag. So put that in a quart size bag. But if you don't have, like Lisa said, her cans are smaller, so maybe just reserve out a quarter cup So that should be still plenty.
Should I pour both of these in there then?
Yep, go ahead.
pour
We're
them.
putting everything, yeah, everything else is pretty much going in the bag. Well, not everything, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tracy, you're entering again. There we go. There we go. Hi, Amy. How are you doing? I didn't even say hi to Amy. I feel bad. All right, so we got Tracy in just one place now, so we should be good to go. All right, and then the only other thing that's going to go into this gallon size bag, which I told you it was going to be a pretty full bag, is we're going to do a half of a jar of the corn black bean salsa. Now, I will tell you, I find this lid to be almost impossible to get off.
Yeah.
So many times what I do with it is I'll take run it under some hot water first and then take my can opener and not like I don't actually fully poke through the lid, but I do enough just to get the seal to pop on it. So, and you're just going to do a half a jar of that, and then the other half can just go in your fridge, and you can use that however you want to use it. So Tracy, where'd you get all your
hard.
peaches? I know it's impossible.
Jeez. Yeah.
And even my husband, I'll ask Rick, I'll be like, can you get this open? And he's like, barely. This is the
I
hardest seal.
know. That's really hard.
Mhm.
Sorry, did you ask me something?
Oh, where'd you get your peaches? The peach
Down at White's
Okay.
Farmers Market
Oh, I
down
got
here.
hiccups. That's
Um,
awesome.
I only got 9 quarts, but
Still good.
yeah, I don't gonna make more. And I'll have to do jam another day.
Yeah. All right. So once you get your corn black bean salsa, half a jar into the bag, then if
Into
you
the
are,
bag with everything, right?
yep, if you are an olive person, you can drain your 2.2 ounce jar of olives, the sliced olives, and you can throw those in as well. And I know your bag's really full, and but you're gonna want to get as much air out as possible and seal that bag. Actually, probably what I would do before I sealed it is because there's so much, I might take a spoon, like a serving spoon, or a spoon that you're going to cook with, and just kind of gently stir that. Don't poke a hole in the bag, but just kind of gently stir that up together, or to mix everything together really well. And then you can go ahead and kind of get your air out and seal that up, and put that bag aside. And we'll go back to that in just a little bit. So this corn black bean salsa, one of the things we like to do with it, but we use a whole jar, is we'll make a batch. I like to do the batch cooking, like I've said before, where I'll do a batch of mom's favorite chicken meat. Like I'll do 4 pounds of that, and then once I have it shredded, I'll do 2 cups in an 8x8 baker with a jar of the corn black bean salsa, and I just do the sleeve of rice. That's like the 90-minute or 90-second rice in the microwave. But I'll do one of those. I'll throw all that together and stir it up, put it in my microwave for 5 minutes, pull it out, throw some cheddar cheese on top. If you want cilantro, put that on at the end. But then go put it back in for another 4 minutes and you got dinner made. So delicious and easy. So. And if you're not going to do, if you're doing a small batch of it, you could probably use that other half of a jar and just do, just a small batch. So, or any kind of salsa really. But all right, so you've got your, Lisa, am I right? Do you have your half a cup or a quarter cup of red sauce already in a quart size bag?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that.
Yep.
Tracy, did you do that?
I'm gonna have to do this one later because I just
Okay.
finished, or actually my mother just finished cooking my grandma.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. No problem. Okay, so Amy said I'm really dependent on crock pot micro. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just bought a new air fryer on Friday. Oh, I have never done Prime deals like ever. And this time I'm like, I need a new air fryer. I need one. I bought one that has the French doors that just open. And it's so nice because
Oh, I like those.
I have one down at our condo in Florida, and it's just really, I love that. Instead of having the door that every time I pull something out, it's dripping all over it. And so yeah, I'm super
Yeah,
excited.
that's nice.
Yeah. So, all right. So the next for this next part of the meal, and Tracy, I know you'll catch up on it. The next part, Lisa, is you're going to do 3 cups of shredded cheddar cheese and put that in a quart-sized bag, and then seal it. Get your air out, and then seal it, and put that off to the side. And to be honest, I think that most of the bags are like, if you want to just use that bag,
I know it is. It is 3 cups. Should I
so
just
don't
use
even
it?
bother. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would not even bother opening it. I would just go
Okay.
ahead and put it in there.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, and this is a preference, how you want to do this. This one calls for 12 6-inch corn tortillas. And if you're like, you know what,
Yeah.
I don't want to put that in the freezer. I just really would rather leave them in my pantry. If you don't want to put them in your freezer, then just make sure you write on the bag of tortillas, this is for, and then name the meal, which is the slow cooked enchiladas. And then on the outside of your freezer bag, be sure to get 12, 6-inch corn tortillas. Sorry, my brain is just not working real well today. So that choice is yours. If you're going to freeze them, they suggest putting them in a quart-sized bag, throwing them all in there, sealing that up, and then all of these individual bags will go into another gallon-sized bag. And then you seal it, and that's good to go to the freezer. So the next meal that we'll be making, I'm just going to kind of talk through this. The next meal we're going to make, a lot of it is made at the very end because like you're making it as a chicken salad. So at the end is when you already have it cooked and you've let it cool, that's when you'll go ahead and add the mayonnaise and add the veggies and things like that in. So that's why this next meal is going to be like no time at all to prep it. All right, give me a thumbs up when you're ready to move on. All right, to our quick. All right, so this next meal, and Lisa, did you put all those extra bags in that bag that you froze?
Yeah. Like
Okay, I
the
didn't see you do it.
the
Yeah.
cheese and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yep.
cheese, the red
Yep.
sauce. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Okay, so for this next one, this
Brian,
is gonna
here's
be
your reminder.
Hold on.
a
Take garbage
Fiesta.
out.
Okay.
No worries. Fiesta chicken salad wraps. So if you didn't label your bag, it's Fiesta chicken salad wraps. This is a great one for, it can be a great lunch. It can be a great dinner when it's so hot, you don't feel like eating anything. Because once you have it cooked up and you shredded it and you make the chicken salad, it's going to be easy peasy to take for lunch or dinner. So you need 1.5 pounds of your boneless, skinless chicken breast in your bag. If you didn't do that already, make sure you throw that in. Now, the original recipe said put water in here with it, but as we've talked before, it seems a little strange to freeze water when you can just throw that in when it's time to throw it in the slow cooker. So make sure you write on your bag, add 1/2 cup water to slow cooker,
Yeah.
because you're going to want to put that in. But we're not going to freeze the water. So. And Amy, I agree with you on using the slow cooker and the air fryer and just anything to not have to turn the oven on and be hot and sweaty. I said earlier, I was like, I'm okay with even eating cereal and ice cream sometimes. Like, that's my dinner tonight. No, not really. I don't really do that, but I could be. Could be.
This chicken it's whole. It's not cut up or anything.
Yeah,
Right?
because you're going to shred it later. So
Okay.
you're just throwing the whole chicken breasts in, just 1.5 pounds. And then the only other thing we have to put in this bag with the chicken is 1 tablespoon of Fiesta Party seasoning. And then just kind of shake it to coat the chicken. Get as much air out of the bag as possible, seal it, throw it in your second gallon size bag just to keep it from oozing any juices, and we're finished with meal number 3.
Well, I do have a question. This is
Sure.
a math question. How many ounces is in a pound and a half of chicken?
Well, 16 ounces is a pound, right? 16, is that right? Let me
Because
double check.
I'm measuring it.
That'd be
Yeah.
24, 16 and 8.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's
it
what I
should be
think. That's right, isn't it? 16 ounces. All of a sudden, my
Should-
brain was like second guessing. I was like,
it should
yeah,
be 24 ounces.
Yes.
Mhm. Tracy, how long has Kelly been away from doing schoolwork? She doesn't even remember how many
I'm
ounces it
jealous, believe me.
is. As soon as I said it out loud, then I was like, am I right? Oh, wait, am I right?
Because I got over 3.5 pounds, so I got to cut one of the.
Yeah,
I'm at 22.
I think you'll be fine.
You think that's fine?
Yeah, I think you're gonna be fine.
Okay.
You're gonna be shredding this up and making a chicken salad out of it. You're gonna be fine.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm delayed now.
Sure.
What
You're
are-
fine.
What goes
And
in
we're
this?
All we're doing is 1 tablespoon of Fiesta Party seasoning, and this meal's finished.
Okay.
This prep is finished, I should say.
Can you hear the TV in the background? No.
Uh-uh.
If I can, it's so mild, not much. No.
Okay. What? No, they said they can't hear him.
Yeah, not a big deal.
That's all that goes in that is that seasoning?
Yep, that's it. But like I said, don't forget to put on there, make yourself a note that you need a half
To
cup
add
of water
water.
when you throw it. Yeah, when you throw it in.
Okay.
Now, it looks like, wow, this is going to be a nothing meal. But then, like I said, when you go to make it into the chicken salad, that's when you're going to need the mayonnaise and the avocado. And if you don't like avocado, just skip the avocado.
Okay.
At the end of this document, it tells you like the extra things when you're ready to make it.
I did see that this evening
Yeah.
when I started.
So
going.
this is a little bit different than the normal way that we typically do these because it didn't come from Tastefully Simple. So, all right, give me a thumbs up when you're ready to move on. Awesome. Okay, we're going into the slow cooked chicken dinner. So you're going to need the other 1.5 pounds of chicken that you have, and you want to throw that in your freezer bag. And then on this one, instead of using Fiesta, we're going to be doing a 1.5 tablespoons of our onion seasoning. So, and remember your cap is 2 tablespoons. So you can just kind of eyeball it on the cap, the lid. So 1.5 tablespoons is what you need. Yes.
Kelly, sorry. Which one are we doing?
We are doing the slow cooked chicken dinner.
Chicken and gravy.
Yeah, it was chicken and gravy, but I
Okay.
ended up doing the other one. So,
Okay. Got it.
We're now calling it slow cooked chicken dinner. Because I realized the things that I told you to get at the grocery store were slow cooked chicken dinner, not chicken and gravy. So actually, you know what? I did have you get all the stuff for the Did I have you get I didn't have you get any stuffing, did I?
Yeah.
I did? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, okay, yeah, I got it. Never mind. I got it figured out. I was like, what did I do here? But I got it. Okay, so once you put the chicken in the bag and you do the 1.5 tablespoons of onion in that gallon size bag, go ahead and seal that and put that off to the side. And then we're going to move to a quart size bag next. And this is where we're going to be we're going to do lots of quart size bags. So. Not a lot, 3, I should say.
What are you looking for now? What are you looking for? That sounds good. Might be in there.
So for this, when you do the quart size bag, it called for a cup of shredded Swiss cheese. But I will tell you, I know it's really hard to find Swiss cheese already shredded. So you have a couple choices. You can either shred some Swiss cheese, or if you just bought a cheese of your choice, I a lot of times just use mozzarella. So whatever cheese, but you need 1 cup of shredded cheese, and you're going to throw it into a quart size bag. Were either of you able to find shredded Swiss?
I put Swiss in that last bag. Is that not, should that not be?
That bag should have been cheddar. That
Yeah.
last one, the enchiladas was cheddar cheese.
Yeah, I put my Swiss in there.
Oh, just swap it out then.
Yeah,
And you just need 1 cup for this one.
okay.
That was a good catch on that.
I know.
Okay, and once you have your cheese in the bag, then we're going to open another quart size bag. And then we're going to be moving on it, adding more things to that bag. This is where we're going to do the milk and the soup. And I'm going to grab a paper real quick. I'll be right back. Alrighty.
1 cup in a small
Yeah,
bag,
1
right?
cup of your, yeah, 1 cup of your Swiss.
Okay. I didn't think they made that.
Yeah, it's
I've
hard to
never bought it.
find. It's very
Yeah.
hard to find these days. That's why I was like surprised if anybody found it at all. No, I've moved on. I usually can I can find some blends of it now, like with other types of cheeses mixed in, which is fine too. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So once you have that, once you have your 1 cup of shredded cheese in your bag, seal that, put that aside, and then your next quart size bag, you're definitely going to want to fold back the lid because we're going to be putting a third of a cup of 2% milk in, or whatever kind of milk you have. And then the can of whatever soup that you bought, you're going to want to use your spatula and get that out into the bag.
In the same bag, you put
Yep,
both of them.
that's going to go in the same bag. And then I just kind of swirl it around, I kind of mix it a little bit together and then seal that one and put that one aside, and then we'll move on to the next part. So when you're doing this recipe, you'll put the chicken in first, and then you'll layer the cheese over top, and then you'll put this mixture over top of that. And then the stuffing goes on top. So
Okay.
like a whole
Does the
layering.
soup go in this,
Yeah,
bag?
soup goes in this
the
bag.
whole thing?
Yep.
Okay.
It should be like a 10.5 ounce can of soup.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And they suggested like a low sodium,
Yeah, I did get that.
but if you didn't have that, I mean, yeah. And the reason, because the onion has some sodium in it, so that's I think why they were suggesting like a lower sodium, so it doesn't make it too salty, but it will be fine, I'm sure. And even though this has stuffing, I love to have this with a side of mashed potatoes. It was just so fabulous that way. And then like some steamed vegetables, it tastes really good. So
That was a challenge.
I know, it's getting that soup out is always hard.
Yeah, without the bag going
And one big
lopsided.
blob of it, yeah.
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 Okay.
And once you have those in, go ahead and get as much air out as possible and seal that bag and put it aside. And we have just one more quart size bag to do.
Okay.
And this is going to be where we put this. And really, you can just put the whole pouch of the stuffing. If you don't want to open another quart size bag and throw that in, you could just put the pouch of the
Oh,
um,
yeah.
the stuffing in with the bigger gallon size bag, and then
Right.
just write a note on the outside of. You can either just do it this way, write a note on the outside of the bag. It says add half cup butter melted, because you're going to need to melt it later anyway. So just leaving your pouch
Oh,
of the dressing, the stuffing in its bag is fine, and
okay.
then put your butter separately, or write a note that you need to melt a half a cup of butter with this.
I did melt it.
That's
Should
fine
I
then.
put it
Go
in
ahead.
there?
I
Or
would,
no?
yeah, just go ahead.
In
Yeah,
the stuffing?
I don't see why
Think
it
or
should be
aside?
fine. I think you'll be fine if you mix it into the stuffing now. I mean, you're going to
Okay.
be freezing it anyway, so
Yeah.
whether
Okay.
it's that way or it's, you're
Yeah.
fine either way. And then once you have that all into the bag, then you're going to seal that bag and throw all of those quart size bags and the gallon size bag into one large gallon size bag. If you didn't want to do this meal in a slow cooker, you could do it like in an 8x8 baker. But like I said, with it being so hot for the summer, I would definitely, my opinion is to do it in your slow cooker to keep your kitchen cool. So that's just my opinion.
Um.
And then when you're ready, just give me a thumbs up and we'll move on to the shredded pork tacos with mango salsa.
I'm sorry. What was this called again?
This one is called
Chicken.
it changed the name. So it is
Okay.
the slow cooked chicken dinner now
Okay.
versus the chicken and gravy. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like, all of a sudden I was like, oh, well, I just sent for the wrong recipe. So we're changing it. All right. So do either of you have one of the meals in mind that you're going to do first?
I know. They all look good. I'm having a hard
Yeah.
time choosing.
Yeah, it's tricky.
This one looks really good.
We love this one.
Yeah.
We think this one's really good.
You said, what do you serve it with, or
I like to make mashed potatoes,
Mashed
make
potatoes
a
with
batch
it?
of mashed potatoes, and then do some like steamed vegetables with it. I should say I do corn with mine because I love corn. And it's like when I do mashed potatoes, I always love to have corn. So
yeah,
it's kind of like I don't know, some comfort food for me, I guess, from when
yeah.
I was growing up as a kid. So,
I don't
all
know
right.
when we don't have mashed potatoes.
I
We
know
always have mashed potatoes.
mashed potatoes are great.
And
Oh, so Amy said she's going to try the pineapple meatballs this week. And Amy, those are great. If you didn't want to do it over rice, you could do it over, I mean, you could even do it over pasta probably, or over top of mashed potatoes too, I guess. I just like it over the rice just because I feel like it's kind of a rice kind of a inspired dish. So I think you'll like that a lot. So, all right. So we're moving on to the mango tacos and the pork and mango tacos. So this one is going to be, if you didn't label your bag yet, you want to call it shredded pork. Oh yeah, cilantro lime rice would be great with that. Yeah, and I like the 60 or the 90-second bags too, Amy. Yeah, anytime I can make it quick and I don't have to turn on the stovetop, it's great. So this is again shredded pork with mango salsa, and we're going to take our 3 pounds of the boneless pork loin, and we want to cut that into 4 sections. If you want to cut it into more, you can. They just suggest 4, and then we're going to throw those throw that into the bag.
these things are disgusting.
Yeah, they have to be
Literally,
gross.
they're really disgusting. I can't.
But it's gonna taste oh so good. So just
Yeah.
think of the end factor of it. This is when
Yeah.
you need a set of gloves that you can be like,
Right.
yes. Yeah, for sure. And so for this one, it makes it kind of nice because everything that we're going to be adding to this meal, this prep is all going to go in the gallon size bag. So unlike all the other ones where there were all these quart size bags, all of this is just going to dump right into the bag you're working in right now.
Cut this up in 4 sections, right?
Yeah, I would. It makes it a lot easier when you're putting it into the slow cooker and when you're working to shred it. Um, so just let me know because I know you're probably cutting the meat. Just let me know when you're ready to move on. I don't want to go too fast. Are you cutting those with scissors too, Tracy? That's amazing. I was like, how is she doing that?
So Julie and I were meal prepping for our friend Katie, who just had major surgery. Lisa knows Katie too. And I was over at Julie's house Wednesday, and I took her kitchen scissors. I bought a pork loin, and it's just her and her husband. So I got 2 meals out of 1 pork loin.
Yeah,
I cut 8 pork chops, and then still had half of the pork loin, and did the apple barbecue pork loin
yeah.
for her. So she's
That's
sending me
awesome.
pictures of everything they make and telling me
Oh,
how
that's
they like
great.
it. So
Well, she'll be ready to meal prep with us.
that I kind of expect her to someday be
Yeah,
with us once she's on her back on her feet.
yeah. Oh, I hope everything's going well for her.
Yeah. She actually was up on her feet, walking on crutches and everything. So
Oh, good.
she was doing
That's,
pretty good.
that's great news. That's awesome. All right, so with this one, you're going to be putting 2 cups of low sodium or low sodium, reduced sodium chicken broth. So I know that sounds weird, but we're going to put 2 cups of broth into the bag with the meat. I would put this one, I will tell you, because of all the broth, I would suggest if you don't have a bowl sitting out, I would set this down into a bowl. So that way, if it flips over, you don't end up with all that chicken broth all over your kitchen. That's just my tips and tricks kind of thing. So the other ones were kind of like thicker base, so I didn't think it would all ooze out everywhere. But this one, that could make a really big mess in your kitchen if it decides to shift.
This was 2 cups, right?
2 cups, yes. And then for this one, we're going to move, we have all 3 seasonings that we're going to use for this one. In every one of them, it's just 1 tablespoon. So we need 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 tablespoon of Fiesta, and 1 tablespoon of onion. So just use half the cap. Makes it quick and easy. And then you're just going to seal that up, mix it, shake it all up. And then I would open it back up, get the air out, and put it down in the other bag, and you are good to go with that one. And the nice thing for these is you've got plenty of the seasonings that once you've made it once, you've got enough that you can do these meals all over again anytime you're ready to do them. So. Lisa, do you feel like you're getting to be a pro at this?
I know. I know.
I remember the first time you did it, you would look like, oh my gosh, I'm not
I
sure.
know I was
Now I'm like, look
overwhelmed.
at her roll. She's like all
Yes,
confident.
I'm calm. This is
I
actually
know.
calming.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you have your meals made. That's awesome.
All right.
Yep.
Um, So that's it for that?
That's it. Just get the air
Okay.
out of that bag and put it in your, like I said, I always like to do a double bag just in case we get a
Yeah.
pin size, puncture in there. That would be terrible in your kitchen or in your refrigerator, leaking all over the place. So
This is just the shredded pork, right?
breaded pork. So this is just the pork base of it, but then when you are getting ready to serve it, you'll actually use the frozen mangoes at that point and chop those. Well, you'll thaw them and then you'll chop those up and then add the extra things that you need for the topper of this. And they
Okay.
suggest doing this in like a lettuce, like a bigger piece of lettuce, like this,
There we
is
go.
it romaine? Eating it like
Mhm.
that. But if you prefer, to do like a shell, a shell or, a tortilla, flat tortilla, you're more than welcome to do however you want. Their suggestion is serving it like on a bed of lettuce.
Does it say that in the suggestion and the directions? Like, is that
Well, that is a good question. It does. It says
okay?
divide among, for their cooking instructions, it says, so shred the, where is it? Okay, slow cook. So then it says shred pork, serve in lettuce leaves topped with mango salsa, because you're making the mango salsa later. So, and then they suggest either serving like a little side salad with it, broccoli slaw, or maybe coleslaw with it.
I gotta send you those directions, Lisa.
Yeah,
Okay.
I sent them to her really late, so. All right, and give me a thumbs up when you're finished with that meal, and then we'll go on to the last one. So we did a 6th meal on this one, first off, because we have plenty of the seasonings to be able to add one more meal. And the other reason is because we just kind of made it a bonus meal because I know that this workshop goes really fast and we're always done before 8. So that's why we just threw one more meal into it. So,
Oh wait, I don't have anything else.
oh, did you do the 3 pound? Did you have 3 pounds of, did I not tell you guys to get an extra 3 pounds of chicken?
Oh, I didn't. I just got 3 pounds of chicken
Okay, so
total.
you can do this recipe later.
Okay.
It's super simple to put
Okay.
together. So just take a watch while Tracy does it, and then
Okay.
you'll be able to go ahead and do it later.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna label my bags. That way I
yes.
know what goes in it.
Yeah, so this is this is called orange chicken.
Okay.
And what you will add to it is 3 pounds of chicken, any kind. So drumsticks, thighs, chicken breast, whatever you like, or it could be a mix, and 3 pounds of chicken in your bag. Okay. And then to that bag, we're going to add 1.5 cups of orange marmalade. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and I like to do the reduced sodium soy sauce or the what do they call it? Amino acid, aminos, because it's even lower in sodium. Yes, liquid aminos. I'm like, I know it's not amino acid. I'm like, it's a liquid aminos. Yeah, that's what I like to use instead. And then you have an option. You can do this, or you don't have to. You do a 1/2 teaspoon of the red pepper chili flakes.
All to the same bag, right?
Everything goes in one bag. Yep.
Okay.
And then 1.5 tablespoons of garlic, and 1.5 tablespoons of onion. And then that makes a really amazing orange chicken that you could probably use I would probably do it over rice also. So, and that's all there is to that bag.
All right. Perfect.
Yay. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. I got plenty.
Oh, Amy said she's going to use jasmine rice for that one. I like that, yeah, because there's that difference of the cilantro rice for the Mexican dish. I think that's perfect. So, very good choices. And for the meatballs, I think that's awesome, the Caribbean flair, so. Yeah. And so, just so you can, I don't know if when Lisa comes back, I'll show this, but so so this time, instead of having like the cookbook, the recipe, the cooking instructions will be on the sheet that Tracy's gonna share with you.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
tells you like how to do everything,
Okay.
so, yeah.
Well, feel better.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna get a shower and I'm gonna get ready
Go
for
lay
bed and
down. There you
Yep.
go. Well, thank
rest
you
and
so
feel
much.
better. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. It's good to see you all, and
All right.
I hope you love the meals. Take pictures of them, post them out there. We always love to see what's going on. Don't forget to tag Tracy in them so she sees them, and maybe she'll share them on the team page for us. So,
Okay. Thank
Tracy,
you.
no problem. Tracy, do you need me to stay on to help you with that meal, or are you good?
No, I'm good. I'll use the prep instructions. It's all good.
All right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
Bye,
Good night,
everybody.
girls.
Feel
Yeah,
better.
see ya.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Trace.
Bye.